Logan Lucky is directed by Steven Soderbergh, written by Rebecca Hunt,
who is also Steven Soderbergh,
and it stars Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, Daniel Craig, Riley Keogh, and Hilary Swank, among others. And in this movie, after getting fired, Channing Tatum assembles a unique team of unlikely characters to pull off a heist at the Charlotte NASCAR race, one of the biggest races of the year. It's so good to have Soderbergh back behind the camera because this guy oozes a unique energy into his directing style. He always has this very art house type of directing, but he uses it with a very mainstream plot. And in this case, the plot definitely influences the style of the overall film, but still, this is some great, fantastic direction by Soderbergh. The way he moves the camera around in this film is absolutely tremendous. And the cinematography done by Peter Andrews,
who is also Steven Soderbergh,
is absolutely fantastic as well. There are scenes in this film in which you cannot help but look at the immaculate lighting. The cinematography is absolutely immaculate in this film. The characters that he writes in here are so great. This is a very tongue-in-cheek movie. This is a very funny movie. These are very quirky characters, but the movie never makes fun of them. It actually embraces them. They are very simple-minded people. They are Southern people, but the movie does embrace that about them. It really talks a little bit about America, and it actually explores quite a bit of the type of people that live there. Again, it never makes fun of it, but it actually shows why they should be embraced and why we find them funny, because the comedy in this movie is fantastic. I left so much with this film, and just yesterday I left a lot with The Big Sick as well. The comedy in this film organically emerges from the interactions, from the synergy, from the dialogue, from the circumstances between all these characters who all feed off each other so well. Channing Tatum is great in this film. Adam Driver is spectacular. He has this thing about his arm that he lost in the Iraq War, but he always constantly corrects you when you say that he lost his arm, because he actually just lost his forearm and his hand. That's a big thing about him, and his forearm and his hand are very important to him. But who steals the show if not Daniel Craig as Joe Bang? Every scene is in, he makes the most of it. This guy is having the time of his life with his role. He is just so great in this film, and he interacts with all the other characters so well. It's all the chemistry and charisma of all these actors coming together, and they all do such a great job. But they wouldn't be able to do such a great job if not, again, for the great writing of Steven Soderbergh for these characters. It's not a tremendous, spectacular story like you haven't seen before, but it's the characters that make you care for it. In the Ocean's films, it was not the unique story. It was a unique take on the story, but the characters were the most important part as well, and in Logan Lucky, it happens once more. We also have a great child performance, and hell, Steven Soderbergh made me not hate Katie Holmes. She was actually fine in this movie. Apart from the first line from her, she's not in the movie much. She doesn't have a shot at being very good or very bad, but I even got annoyed at her in Batman Begins, so the fact that she isn't bad in here is a win. If I have any issues with the movie, is that there are a couple of pacing issues here and there where it's all justified by the end, but while you're watching the film, it does feel weird, and it does feel like some parts shouldn't be going at a certain pace they are going. Some scenes seem like they shouldn't be happening right here or right there, and it's all justified. And the more you think of it, and you will think about this movie, it is funnier, it is more hilarious, and the characters are even more lovable. Hilary Swank, she is excellent in the little screen time she has, and I wish she had come on a little bit sooner, because her character is so well worked as well, and what you see her doing with her performance is absolutely hysterical. But again, I do wish she had come on to the screen a little bit sooner. Logan Lucky is one of my favorite films of all year. It does have a few pacing issues here and there. It's not going to stand out because of its plot, but it has incredible direction, resolution, immaculate cinematography, and it does have a very unique editing style, which I very much appreciated, and it does speak to the fact that Soderbergh still has his unique style. He doesn't blow anything up, there are no gigantic action sequences, he feeds on characters, and it feeds on characters to feed his story, and it does it spectacularly well. Logan Lucky is a reason why we should cherish Steven Soderbergh, and if he has to retire to make more movies like this, of this quality, well then retire again and come back in 4 years or so, Steven Soderbergh, because Logan Lucky is a collector's item. What did you think of Logan Lucky, my beautiful geekies? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? What is your favorite Steven Soderbergh film? I have to ask you this because we haven't talked about this man in a while. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the freaking best. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Tomorrow I have a review for the Limehouse Golem, and on the weekend, movie news of course. And so until tomorrow, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the bell so we can be geeky united!